861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Call today, 861-7484.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala. Auto repair with personal care. We know what we're talking about. Matt Gibbs and the guys over at Sunrise Automotive will treat you right. We'll treat you right.
5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Matt Gibbs is in the studio. We're talking politics. This show is called Auto Repair with Personal Care. Matt is my mechanic. He's Robin's mechanic, Robin's mom's mechanic, and I could name everybody in the studio and say the same thing and it would be true. Matt is here to answer your questions about your cars and trucks, etc. The phone number is 622-9622. Matt is the owner of Sunrise Automotive, which is the garage where my car gets fixed, and also the owner of Crossroad Auto Sales, which is at the same location, which is probably where I'll get my next car from. Hopefully not too soon, but you never know. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Good, Larry. How are you?
Did you have a good 4th of July?
Oh, my goodness.
I got to ask you about this wreck yesterday at the... Did you see the wreck this one? Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen... Oh, at Daytona.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't actually stay up and watch it live, but I saw it this morning.
saw it, the tape this morning, yeah. That thing flipped, hit the fence. What is that fence made out of? How did it not go through the fence?
Have you ever been there?
No.
You ought to see that fence.
Really?
Yeah.
See, just from the video, it looks like a chain link fence.
It ain't no chain link fence.
Wow.
It's stout.
Somebody's life got saved because that fence worked.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of people's lives got saved because that fence was up there.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then the guy walks away from it.
I know.
Why can't we build our cars that way?
Well, I mean, our cars are built. You'd be surprised how
ours are pretty good.
How safe they have come, and a lot of the technology we have in our cars is because of stuff like that. You know, they learn how to build things and make things crush.
See, I used to think when I was a kid and I had those Matchbox cars, I used to think, why can't we make cars this strong? You could throw a Matchbox car and it wouldn't dent it at all.
Did you see the engine and transmission sitting in the infield on fire?
No, I did not.
The engine and transmission was not a part of the car no more. It was away from the chassis.
Really?
Yeah.
So now when it hit that fence, I'm guessing some pieces must have gotten through that fence.
Yeah, you could see pieces actually go through the fence.
Wow.
I think 8 people got, I think 1 went to the hospital, but everybody else was okay.
It's 1.
1 went to the hospital, and that was and it wasn't critical.
That's horrible. I mean, well, a good thing everybody's okay.
Yeah.
But that was just unbelievable. I just wouldn't want to be in traffic and see that happen. This is why I don't want to go to this race.
A lot of people go for that.
I know. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with what you do for people's cars, but
no.
Okay. So I posted a picture on Facebook of a GPS system mounted directly in front of the driver, just behind the steering wheel. I took the picture because it appeared to me that it was clearly obstructing the view of the driver. Okay. You agree? You saw the picture. Do you agree it's obstructing the view?
Oh, yeah. If he drives like that, it has to obstruct his...
Okay, so my question to you is, when you're working on a car, let's say that guy brings his vehicle to you. You see it there. Do you say something to him? Do you say, hey, by the way, this is illegal or something?
No? I won't.
Really?
Yeah. Unless I have to drive it. Now,
see, because I was thinking I should have said something to him, or I should have called the police and say, hey, this guy's a danger to himself and other people.
And, I mean, legally, he could get a ticket for it. You
would think.
I mean, I know my son, because, he's handicapped. I have one of those handicap things. And on the handicap, on the little tag that you put on your rearview mirror, it says, do not leave it hanging on your rearview mirror while operating your vehicle.
Right.
So, and that was nothing compared to what you had on Facebook.
Right in front of him.
I know.
Now, the GPS system I got is, it says that in certain states you can't even have it mounted on the dashboard, let alone in front of you.
Right. That's exactly right.
Wow. That is just so crazy. So what else is new in your world?
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
I'm tired.
You're tired? So, let's see. Yesterday, my car was making a little bit of noise.
Uh-oh.
And so I thought, well, maybe I need oil. And I did. I needed a whole quart do you know what happened? I lost a quart because the cap came loose. And I don't know if the cap is broken again, because this is the one I bought. I don't know if you remember. So I put the cap back on. I mopped up whatever oil was under the thing that I could find, that I could get to. I put some oil, and it sounded okay after that.
Okay, good.
I'll have to have you look at it, though.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it, but it'll be a while.
All right, let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, Matt, tinting of your windows, is there like a law that says you can only tint so much, or is there any kind of regulation on that?
Yes. You can only go, a certain darkness of tint. You can't get a ticket. Matter of fact, I saw a couple of weeks ago, I saw a bunch of police officers on the side of the road, and they were pulling people over checking their tint. And anybody that was anybody that was too dark got a ticket right then and there. So if you want to get your windows tinted, when you take it to the window tinting place to shop,
right?
Ask them to keep you legal. Most of the because
how would you know?
They know.
Yeah, but I mean, how would I know if they did it too dark?
Most of them won't do it too dark unless you really push them.
Pay them extra.
Pay them extra or whatever. There's some guys that'll do whatever you want
because they're not going to get the ticket.
No,
you are.
Right, exactly.
If you have the wrong shade of tint on the window, and can that be removed? I mean, is that fairly easy, or is that a big deal?
It depends on how long it's been on there. To be honest with you. It's a sticker, and the longer it's been on the glass, the harder it's to get off. So
yeah,
but yeah, it does come off. I mean, I don't care how long it's been on there, you can get it off.
Yeah, I would imagine there's an extra charge for removal of that if it's kind of a job, Yeah,
it can be, and it's not much, but it can be a little bit extra.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have you ever studied it? Oh, this may have been something we talked about before, but I'm sort of remembering it, that you could actually measure the temperature difference when you have a car that's tinted and one that's not.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like
it does help.
Yeah? Like just enough to you can tell the difference?
Yeah. I mean, you when it's here lately, you might not be able to tell a big difference.
Right.
But it does help on the dash and in the interior and, and keep things from fading quicker. It protects the tint, also is a UV protector. So, and those are the harmful rays that do damage to the interior, fade your seats and fade the dash and stuff like that. So,
do you know what I haven't seen in a long time? The exploding dashboard. Remember the exploding dashboards? Like they'd be cracked, and like all the insulation is puffing out of them.
Yeah. Well,
that doesn't. They must have done something different.
No. They still
do that.
Yeah. A lot of and especially Chrysler products.
Is that from the sun?
Yeah, they just crack all up.
So does that Armor All stop that?
No, not Armor All, but there is some things out there that you can do that can help it prolong. Even the GM has not had dash issues like that for years and years and years. And now all of a sudden I'm starting to see a lot of GM cars where they're peeling up and cracking.
Really?
Acting like Chryslers.
Do you know what's weird when you think about it? The dashboards are soft for our protection, right?
They used to be soft. They're not soft anymore.
Oh, they're not?
No.
But I mean, the old cars, I mean, it was pure metal.
Metal, yeah. That'd mess you up. And then we got into these pillow type, foam type dashes.
Right. Oh, so they're not soft anymore?
And now they've gone back to just hard plastic. And I think the part of the reason behind it is there's a lot of these newer cars, they're just so heavily airbagged.
Airbags, seatbelts.
And so they don't have to make those foamy type dashes anymore. But most of them now you see are just plastic dashes.
Right. If you have a question about your car, the number is 622-9622. If you want to ask a question about the mechanics of your car, the thing that makes it work. It's just the important part of it for me. The key. Do you know that I do music? And years ago I wrote a song called 1970 Nova. Well, I had my 1970 Nova back in 1976, so it was really only a 6-year-old car at the time. But now it seems like such an old car, when you think about it, from 2015 looking back. I don't know why I told you that. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
This isn't why I called, but you want to think of an amazing thing about that wreck. That guy went from 190 to 0.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a thing to think about.
No wonder his heart and lungs is still in place.
Yeah.
My question is, I put a new master cylinder on my 07 Chevy pickup, and and I bled it properly and everything, but it seems like the pedal is a little lower, and it still works fine, and the pedal is firm. I know on Fords in past years, on the end of the push rod inside of the booster, there was a small adjustment that you could increase that. Is that, do you think that's, and I don't know why I should have to do it. It was a brand new, good quality part that I put on.
No, you should not have to do that. And please don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you said it was a 2007 Chevrolet.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: why did you replace the?
It was leaking fluid into the booster.
Okay.
I pulled the check valve off and it was wet inside. When I got the master cylinder off, it was very, very open, and I took almost close to a quart of fluid out of there and dried it real good. I had excess enough I could put rags in there and move them around and get it nice and dry and everything.
Okay,
I'm surprised the booster even worked.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to replace that booster. And let me tell you why. We get a rash of these things. I bet you you don't put on a master cylinder for a year and then all of a sudden you put on 12 in 2 months.
Wow.
You know, it's just crazy. But and it's all been on Chevrolet trucks.
Huh.
And what we've experienced is we get a master cylinder, put it on, and we can have one or two problems afterwards. Either we have a low brake pedal, or once you're out, you have like an immediate, there's no free play. As soon as if you breathe real hard, the brakes are starting to apply. Well, inside the booster is rubber diaphragms, mounting brackets, and stuff like that. And what does brake fluid do to rubber? Cause it to swell. So every one of these vehicles that we've experienced this problem with, we've had to go back and replace the booster on it, and then it takes care of our problem. Something's happening inside the booster. You used to be able to take them apart, you know, and replace the diaphragms, but you can't do that stuff anymore. They're all sealed now. But that's probably what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to probably go in and replace the booster now.
Okay. Well, I'll almost plan on that then.
Yeah, you might as well plan on it.
Okay. Have a great day. Thanks for your information.
Thank you, Dennis. I believe that's a guy who can do this kind of stuff himself. That's not my situation. I have to go to you to do anything.
And it's not that big of a deal on a 2007 Chevrolet truck. It's not that difficult.
So you remember? Here's a little update on my story. Remember I told you I put the wires on backwards
Yes.
when I jumped Robin's car, and she said the signal that says the doors were open came on when they weren't open, but then they stopped. They stopped blinking or whatever they do.
But she also said something about the interior lights don't work now, or there's
staying on.
Staying on.
But we checked the brakes. The brake lights do work.
Okay.
So she's going to bring it to you so you can kind of give it the. I mean, would you go through it and say, "Gosh, that Larry messed up your car"? You going to do that?
No, I wouldn't throw you under the bus. I wouldn't say to her something like, "Listen, Robin, Larry when he jumped it off, he didn't put it on backwards."
Oh man, I have jumped off batteries so many times in my life. It's the only time I ever did it backwards at one time.
It only takes one time, brother. One time.
But it could have been worse, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Could have exploded?
I've never seen one explode because someone put them on backwards, but I've seen them fry a bunch of stuff.
It was the 4th of July for a microsecond there. It was like, wow, I never saw it spark like that before. But then, like an idiot, I went ahead and connected it anyway. I should have known that was my warning right there.
Right there, yeah. When smoke starts coming, fire starts letting out, stop doing what you're doing.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. If you want to call Matt, the number is 622-9622. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, a mix of clouds and sun with a heavy thunderstorm or two around, especially during the afternoon hours, the high 88 to 92. A shower and thunderstorm this evening, mostly cloudy overnight, though 71 to 75. Tomorrow, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 88 to 92. For Wednesday, sun mixing with clouds with a thunderstorm around, especially in the afternoon, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
Over 40% of
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
22 minutes after 10 o'clock. Gosh, 22 minutes went by already. Matt Gibbs is here to answer your questions about your cars. If you have a question, call right now because we're getting close to the end. 622-9622. So I told you my oil cap came off.
Yep.
And I noticed for like, I don't know how long I noticed it, but I kept thinking, boy, it smells like I'm burning oil. So that must have been what it was from, huh? It's just, what is it, just spit out the top of that thing?
Just kind of spits it on out there, gets on the exhaust.
And for some reason, when I went to Publix, I was with Doug, and I said, let me just check the oil. I don't know why. And there it was. It was just kind of not on there tight. It's hard to make that thing tight, well, my oil cap.
Well, when you get around to bringing it in, we'll look at it.
Get another one? See, I bought this one from and they made it seem like it was a hard oil cap to get. Why is that?
I don't know. It maybe because of the year application, that kind of stuff.
Why would they make a car that you can't get parts for?
Well,
does that happen a lot? What if I lose it? Would a rag work?
It would work, but that's dangerous, to be honest with you.
Because
if a rag ever comes out and it's all saturated with oil, gets on the exhaust manifold, now you could have a fire.
Oh.
Oil is a great thing to use to start a fire with.
Really?
Yeah. That's how I like my burn pile at the house. I use a little bit of old motor oil, throw it on there, and boom, she starts a burning.
I popped my ears. Really? So I have to bring my car to you. Last time you changed my oil, it sounded so much better just by changing the oil.
Yeah, because you put Schaefer's in there.
And that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
You're going to get a call from somebody who's going to challenge you, you know.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
So do you have any cars that you want to spotlight on your
Let's see,
car lot?
I think we, since last week, we bought a really nice Pontiac Torrent, which is a crossover, kind of like a Equinox, same as an Equinox, just Pontiac's version. And a Nissan Murano that's real nice. We've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to get to Murano in the shop and kind of service it yet, but it's going to be a nice car. My manager, Phil, he's been driving it home.
That's the one you said that is like a SUV?
Yeah, they're crossovers. They're not SUVs, but they're not cars.
Yeah, it's a nice looking. I remember looking it up last week.
You know, they're in between.
Yeah.
They're very crossovers are very popular right now.
And the other one, what's that? Just a sedan?
It's a crossover too.
Oh,
Same
okay.
thing.
So these are popular because why? This is the station wagon of 2015.
Well, you get better gas mileage, but yet you still have the room where you have space in the back that you can put your stuff. Go on a little trip. Go. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know how much weight you can pull on a trailer? Like, what? Like you would, if I went to you and said, Matt, I'm thinking about getting a trailer. What should my limit be? How much
for your car?
Yeah.
We're talking about pulling. Are you going to pull anything bigger than a lawnmower?
Oh, so my car is no good for pulling things.
No, we don't want to pull nothing with your car.
Really?
Yeah.
What about another car?
What do you mean? Pull another car with your car?
Right. Like if somebody's stuck someplace.
No. Call a tow truck, buddy.
What would it do? Would it hurt my car?
It can. Yes, it can. So your car is not. See, it's not built to pull anything.
So I can't get a boat.
No, you could get a. Well, yes, you can. It can go. Now that boat should be able to go in the bathtub with you if you wanted to take.
Oh, a little tiny boat.
Yeah, just get a little.
Okay, well, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Hi, is this the source?
Yes, it is. Good morning.
Hi, I'm trying to get online to talk to Matt.
Go ahead. You're on with him right now.
How you doing?
Okay, great. I'm doing pretty good. I got your phone number from Snake, the cab man. What I've got is a 2001 Mazda Millennia.
Okay.
And it's acting like there's a clog in the exhaust. I figured it might have been the catalytic converter, but I detached the catalytic converter, and it seems to not have changed anything, so I put it back together. I don't know what it is, and I've been fooling around with it. I hear that a Mazda Millennia is a vacuum nightmare.
Yes.
Anyway, have you heard anything about what's happening is I'll press on the gas, it'll just bog down, and I just don't have any get up and go whatsoever. And, at most I can maybe achieve 30 miles per hour. It's got a new engine in it. Everything seems to be running fine except for this fact.
Okay. Have you checked the fuel pressure at all?
Well, it's funny that you say that because I initially thought it might have something to do with the fuel pressure regulator or something like that, because whenever I come down to a stop, it'll act like it's going to stall. And when it's low on gas, it starts to act up real bad, too. So I don't know if that might have anything to do with it or not.
Well, that's probably one of the first steps that I would do is first thing I do is scan it and see if there's any kind of codes or anything in it. And then after that, then I start, checking fuel pressure. One of the things that's real critical on them, you say you put a new motor in it. Is this a new motor or was it a used motor?
It's a used motor. We bought it. It had about 60,000 miles on it.
And when you installed the used motor, did you put a new timing belt on it?
No.
And it could be that something's happened there, and it's out of time. It's not ignition timing; it'd be valve timing could be off. So, but the first thing I would do is go to the fuel system and check it, and then from there, then I'd start looking at a mechanical issue.
Okay, the mechanical issue being the timing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It just seemed what it was doing initially was it would, like I said, when I'd come to a sudden stop, it would either act like it's going to stall or just stall altogether. There's a little hesitation in the pickup, and then now after about 2 months, it's just not picking up at all. And I figured it might have been air, but you know what I think I'm going to do is just go ahead and bring it to you tomorrow morning, if that's all right.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, great. I'll call your office and schedule it in.
Okay, very good.
All right, good call.
Thank you.
It was a good call. This would be a good time to give your number and your address and all that.
Yeah, my number is 352-690-1993, and we're located at 1800 Northwest 10th Street. That is Highway 27.
That sounds like an exciting job for you. Is it? I mean, it sounds like a challenge. You get to see something like that.
Yeah, we see stuff like this every day.
You do.
But that's part of why I love doing what I do.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Because it's not the same thing every day. You got to figure things out. You know, you got to. Why is this car not running?
Yeah, and this is a guy who can speak your language, unlike me. I talk about GPS systems, and mirrors, and gas tank covers. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Larry.
I'll be with my challenge also soon. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Now that voters in Greece have said no to new spending cuts for more bailout cash, the question is what the European Union will do.
Does it lend a financial lifeline while they try and figure out a new deal? Or do they just say, sorry, you voted no, see you later, alligator? I don't think that's going to happen. I think something is going to be done.
Fox Business Network's Ashley Webster in Athens, Wall Street lore in the news. A killer who escaped from a New York State prison now back behind bars.
David Sweat is initially being held in the infirmary at the 5 Points Correctional Facility in Romulus, New York, and is on suicide watch. After that, he'll move to a 105-square-foot cell in the Special Housing Unit.
Fox Radio's Tanya J. Powers. Escapee Richard Matt was killed by police 10 days ago, 2 days before Sweat's capture. A man now in stable condition after a fall at a Grateful Dead concert at Chicago's Soldier Field. The band says Sunday's show is its last as the Grateful Dead. Fox News will report. You decide.
Did you know that the average cost for a family of 4 to attend a professional baseball game is over $200? At the same time, over 40% of all sports, concert, and theater tickets go unsold. So how come we're all paying so much when so many seats go empty? I'm Adam Canner, founder of ScoreBig.com. We found a way to work directly with teams and venues to get their unsold seats and pass the huge savings on to you. On ScoreBig